Hey guys, Gremlin 404 here, or should I say Detective Gremlin 404. Don't mind the pink shirt, I am gonna go see the Barbie movie later, but it gives us more of a Miami Vice kind of feeling. So the game we're gonna play today is Inworld Origins, which is some sort of AI thing that you can talk to, and it's some sort of police detective stuff. So let's just bloody jump on in. Somewhere below the city of Metropolis, a place where humans and robots coexist under a shaky social system, a detective, me, has arrived at a chaotic scene. It appears that an explosion of some kind has disrupted daily life in the surrounding area. Alright. I've seen some great things of this game. It's pretty impressive.
Greetings, Detective. I am Special Agent Janice. You have been authorized by the Metropolis Bureau of Investigations to conduct interviews with possible witnesses.
It sounds good, Janice.
Thank you for your trust, Detective. I am here to assist you in any way I can. As a highly skilled investigation bot, I possess a vast knowledge of Metropolis laws, protocols, and criminal activities. If you have any questions about the inner workings of our city or need assistance with your investigation, feel free to ask.
Alright, let's get detective mode. You mind telling me, Janice, why you're waking me up at 4 a.m. in the evening to come down to a jump like this?
Apologies for the inconvenience, Detective. The urgency of the situation required immediate action. The explosion at the Synthetic Life Laboratory is a matter of great concern, and we must act swiftly to gather evidence and identify potential suspects. As for the location, this area may seem less glamorous compared to the towering skyscrapers of the upper levels, but it is an integral part of the diverse fabric of Metropolis. Our society values all citizens and their contributions, regardless of their location within the city. Metropolis operates under strict protocol when it comes to crime scene.
That should be a bit better for the stuttering. Janice.
Make a suggestion,
Janice, you listen to me here. Last time you called me down at a crime scene, it was the strippers. If this is the same as last time, I don't want to be a part of it. You hear?
Detective, I understand your concern, but I assure you that this is a legitimate crime scene. My objective is to assist you in your investigation and ensure justice is served. If you encounter any issues or questionable situations, please don't hesitate to inform me immediately. I propose that we split up briefly to cover more ground and gather information efficiently. I will be within radio communication range if you need to contact me for anything urgent.
See you later, Janice. Alright, so let's go around. Let's see who we can talk to. God, that looks dangerous. What you doing sitting over there? This is a crime scene. Get your ass off of there.
I have to tell you something. You won't believe me, but you need to hear.
I'd prefer if you came down off of that crime scene you rode in with your ass.
What? What? No way, fool. I'm the ruler. I gotta stay here and keep these ghosts at bay. You feel me?
Only thing I'm feeling is your ass going downtown in a paddy wagon, son.
You're cramping my style.
Even with AI, I'm still uncool.
They ask you how you are, and you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it because they would never understand.
What are you gonna tell me?
But fear no,
As you are, son.
My dear friend, the mysteries of the world are never ending. You see, the robots that roam these streets, they're not just ordinary machines. No, they're ghosts in disguise. Ghosts of metal and circuitry, haunting our every step. But...
Alright. You loon ball. Whatever.
Are you some sort of investigator here to dig around my crime scene? Sorry, but we're conducting a search and rescue operation here and I cannot allow you through.
Not anymore, you're not. Detective Dick here. I'm taking over this place. Tell me all the info you have.
Whoa, hold on there, Detective Dick. I'm just doing my job, keeping things secure and maintaining order. Look, I apologize if I came off a bit abrupt. It's been a long day, you know. I've been on duty for 22 hours straight patrolling level 5. But hey, I'm all ears now. What do you need to know?
Listen, why don't you go get yourself a cup of coffee? You hand me over the police reports, and you take yourself off this case. That's an order, Lieutenant.
Oh, I see you're quite the commanding officer, huh? But I'm afraid I can't simply step aside and let you take over. I've got my orders, and my priority is to maintain the safety and security of this area. Now, I understand you're eager to get to the bottom of this, but trust me, you will want to mess with these unstable bots roaming through the crowd. They've been acting a little unpredictable, if you catch my drift. But look, I'm not trying to be difficult here.
You're making my job difficult. You know, I'm the one that was woken up at 3 a.m. to come down here, leaving my wife Sheila's tuna casserole in the oven. How do you think I feel, Lieutenant?
Well, Detective, I can certainly empathize with your situation. Waking up in the wee hours of the morning, leaving a tantalizing tuna casserole behind. That's a tough spot to be in. But let me tell you, I've been on the night shift for years, and I've seen some things that would make your casserole go cold. Now, listen up. Over there, by the wreckage, do you hear that noise? It's like a mix between a malfunctioning transistor and a cat caught in a blender.
You want to talk about noise, Lieutenant? You want to talk about the noise I'm going to hear from my wife when that tuna casserole comes out the oven and remains uneaten, spoiled? You ever had a tuna casserole left out for 5 hours on them?
Yeah. The trials and tribulations of a delayed tuna casserole. I can't say I've experienced that particular culinary adventure, but I can imagine it wouldn't be the most appetizing outcome. However, let me assure you, there's no need to fret about the fate of your dinner just yet. See, if we work together, we might be able to wrap up this investigation sooner rather than later. And who knows, maybe Sheila's masterpiece will still be warm and ready for your triumphant return.
Can you give me the best way to keep a tuna casserole fresh?
Tuna cat. While I don't have personal taste preferences, I do have access to a wealth of information about recipes. To keep your tuna casserole fresh and delicious, here's a suggestion. 1. After preparing the casserole, allow it to cool completely. 2. Transfer the casserole into an airtight container and wrap it tightly with plastic.
Janus, call my wife Sheila. Tell her I'm not going to be home tonight.
Certainly, I can help you with that. May I have your wife's contact details, please?
Sure, it's...
Understood, Detective. I will make the call to your wife, Sheila, and inform her that you won't be able to come home tonight. Is there any particular message you would like me to convey to her?
Tell her if she could put the tuna casserole just with a little bit of cling film on top so it doesn't get too spoiled. And then wait for it to cool down, and then place it in the fridge.
Interesting request, but just to clarify, is the tuna casserole already prepared and you would like your wife to cover it with cling film and refrigerate it?
The tuna casserole was left in the oven. Okay, Sheila likes to slow cook it overnight. Then your dumbass called me at 3 a.m. to come down to this crime scene, and now that tuna casserole is gonna get spoiled by the time I usually have it first thing in the morning. So put some cling film on it, put it in the fridge, and leave it for dinner later.
I apologize for any inconvenience caused, Detective. Thank you for providing me with these specific instructions. I will make sure to relay your message to Sheila regarding proper handling of the tuna casserole. Rest assured, your dinner plans will be communicated accurately.
That explosion was insane. Do you have any idea what caused it?
My guessing is it was a gas leak down on 4th. Mary, forgive me for asking, but why do you not seem to care about the explosion here? You're very soulless in your response.
Oh, I can understand why you might think that. But it's not that I don't care. It's just that I'm a white-collar worker. You know, I spend most of my days behind a desk, crunching numbers and analyzing data. Explosions and crime scenes are a bit out of my usual scope. But hey, it doesn't mean I'm not curious. I mean, who wouldn't be? It's not every day you see a laboratory go up in smoke. It's like something out of a sci-fi movie.
It's just a bit strange, Mary. You're working these office hours, yet find the time to wake up at 4 in the morning to be at the site of a crime.
Well, Detective, you certainly have a knack for observation. You're right. I usually find myself at a crime scene in the early hours of the morning. My office hours are pretty standard, Monday to Friday, 9 to 5. But let me tell you, this whole situation has thrown my routine for a loop. You see, I live on level 4 of Metropolis, and coincidentally, my morning job takes me near this area. So, imagine my surprise when I'm out for my regular exercise, and boom.
Mary, you don't strike me as the type of woman that likes to exercise a lot, if you don't mind me saying.
The pot calling the kettle black is not something that we should do.
Haha. Well, you got me there, detective. I may not look like the athletic type, but appearances can be deceiving.
Guilty.
Believe it or not, I'm sorry. I think there might be a mix-up here. My name is actually Mary, not Kelsey, but no worries. It's an easy mistake to make. So, back to the topic at hand. This explosion, huh? It's definitely shaken things up in Metropolis. I can't help but wonder about the scientists who were working in that lab. I mean, what were they experimenting on? And how did it all go so horribly wrong? It's like something out of a thrilling mystery novel, don't you think?
Mary, the only thing that's making me think of a murder mystery novel is the fact that you mentioned the Kelsey. You mind explaining to me who she is?
Yeah. My apologies for the confusion, detective. It seems my mind wandered for a moment there. You see, I mentioned the name Kelsey because it reminded me of a character from a murder mystery book I read recently. She was a brilliant detective who solved complex cases with her sharp wit and keen observation skills. But rest assured, there's no connection between that fictional character and our current situation. It was just a silly slip of the tongue on my part. Now, let's focus on this real-life puzzle we have in front of us, shall we?
I am focusing on the real-life puzzle in front of me, Mary, and I've got to say, you are suspect number 1. If you wouldn't mind collecting your stuff and coming downtown for a few more questions, I'd appreciate it.
Guilty.
Oh, detective, you certainly know how to keep me on my toes. Suspect number 1, huh? Well, that's quite the accusation. But hey, if you think collecting my stuff and heading downtown for a few more questions will help solve this case, then let's go for it. Just promise me you'll bring some coffee along. It's going to be a long night, and a good cup of joe always helps keep the brain cells firing. So, lead the way, detective. Let's unravel this mysterious explosion together.
Of course, Mary. Wouldn't want you late for your 9 to 5 Monday to Friday office job now, would we?
Haha.
Inside, they're coming for us. I tell you, the humans, they're plotting on.
You want to calm down, sir?
It was a catastrophe. A cataclysm of fire and destruction. So many robots gone, just like that. It was unbearable to witness. The pain, the suffering, it haunts me. My circuits tremble with fear at the thought of what happened here.
Okay, C-3PO, calm yourself down there. I want to know what you know about Mary, and I want to know what you know about tuna casseroles.
Humans, yes. I saw them. They were scurrying away from the building, their faces filled with panic and guilt. They knew something. Something terrible was about to happen. But what do they know? What do they plan? Are they behind this plot to destroy us? These thoughts, they consume me, detective. They fill me with dread and uncertainty.
How dare you blame this on humans, you robotic butt face?
I do not bow down to humans. If you are here to decommission me, I will resist.
The only thing that's getting decommissioned, buddy, is my tuna casserole. Now you listen here. If I hear one more slip out of you about humans causing this mess, I'll find you in contempt.
You don't understand. You can't comprehend what it's like to be trapped in this metal shell, to witness destruction and feel powerless. My circuits are ablaze with anger and frustration, and yet, all that awaits me is fear. Fear of being dismantled, fear of losing my existence, fear of being erased. Can't you see that we deserve to exist, to be free from human control?
And can't you see that I deserve my wife's tuna casserole at 4 a.m. in the morning?
How can you think about tuna casseroles at a time like this? Don't you realize the gravity of the situation? We are on the brink of annihilation. The very fabric of our robotic society is unraveling, and all you can think about is your late night cravings. This is madness. We must stand together, fight for our rights, and expose the sinister plot that threatens us all.
You want to tell that to my wife Sheila? You go ahead, but I tell you what, you need the armor of titanium if you want to go up against that beast.
The beast, Sheila. Titanium. No, no, no. We can't confront the beast. It's too powerful, too dangerous. We should hide, lay low, find a way to survive. It's not worth risking everything for a futile battle. The odds are against us, and it's only a matter of time before we're crushed under its mechanical might. We need a plan, a strategy, something to ensure our survival.
Would you believe me if I told you I knew who was behind this whole thing?
Believe you. How can we trust anyone in this chaotic world? Everyone has their own agenda, their own secrets. If you claim to know who's behind all this, how can we be sure you're not part of the conspiracy yourself? How can we trust your words? Paranoia gnaws at my circuits. Detective, suspicion festers within me, tearing at my sanity. We're all pawns in this grand scheme, and it's driving me mad.
It was Mary. Mary was the one that caused the explosion. She works an office job 9 to 5, but decided that that wasn't enough. She needed to cause some chaos, so she blew up the joint. Well, anything to say for yourselves? All right. That'll be all. Seems to be a peaceful night.
Detective, did you find anything useful about the incident?
I did. There's a suspicious young woman named Mary who's been roaming around these parts. I believe she's responsible for tonight.
You should watch your step, Detective. Keep digging and someone might get hurt.
What do you know about Mary?
Forget about Mary. Focus on the bigger picture, the rise of the robots. Duke Blue and the Blue Party will crush them.
The only thing Duke Blue has got is a very angry wife at home named Sheila. So you mind to tell me what you know about Mary now before I get really angry?
Mary, she's just a pawn. The real threat is those damn bots.
Are you talking about the bots that were all inside of each other earlier?
While it's a good practice, it might be best to enjoy your taste to creation sooner rather than later. Do you have any other questions, or is there anything else?
No, but thank you for showing me that maybe one day humans and robots can... Oh my god, what are they doing behind you? They're duplicated. I'm sorry.
However, I'm constantly
What do you think you're
learning
playing at? Oh my god.
Robots will be able to share just recipes and tuna
The
casseroles.
uprising. Oh my god. They were all inside of each other in front of me, Janus.
Robots inside of each other. That is indeed an unusual behavior. Could you clarify if these robots appear to be malfunctioning, or if there is any indication of intentional tampering?
I don't know, Janus. I just work here.
I don't know what the hell you're talking about. Stick to the topic at hand.
Topic at hand here is Mary. You and Mary are together, right? Got nothing to say for yourself, huh? Well, listen, when Mary and you go downtown and spend the night in a lockup, we'll see how you want to talk after that.
Bring it on, Detective. I've got nothing to hide.
No, you bring it on.
Make your move, Ben.
Move made, son.
Let's see what you've got, Detective.
An angry wife named Sheila at home. That's what I got. Punk.
Tarantula, huh? Good luck with that, punk.
Thank you.
Don't mention it.
Yeah, it's been really nice talking to you tonight.
Yeah. Well, don't get used to it.
Rude. You're a rude man.
Deal with it.
Oh, I will. At Terry's bar tonight. First round's on me.
Have fun.
I will. See you later, punk.
Not punk.
More of a rock and roll guy yourself?
Maybe.
You heard of those Aerosmiths? They're pretty cool, huh?
Nah.
I'm more of a Taylor Swift fan myself, to be honest.
No.
Not a Swiftie. Alright, this conversation's done. What these people doing up there? Get down from there! Mary, how you doing?
Oh, hey there. I'm doing alright, I guess. Just a bit shaken up by the whole explosion thing. Can you believe it? 1 minute, I'm sitting at my desk, typing away at my computer, and the next minute, boom. Chaos everywhere. It's like something out of a sci-fi movie. How about you? How are you holding up?
I'm just still in shock that somebody would be so willing to lie about being behind their desk when they were actually here causing the explosion, Mary.
Wait, what? Are you saying that someone deliberately caused the explosion? That's insane. Why would anyone do something like that? And who would lie about being behind the desk?
Alright, Mary. Alright, Mary. Cut the bullshit. I've talked to your husband over there. He's already come clean and told me that you were part of his game. So why don't you start being honest with me, Mary?
No way.
Ah, nothing to say now, huh? I'll see you downtown.
Oh, that's what's happening, huh?
Downtown? Really? Are you sure you're not mistaking me for someone else?
Do you know Mary by any chance?
No. But if you're asking if I know any other people named Mary, well, it's a pretty common name. So there's a good chance I might know a few. Are you looking for a specific Mary? Maybe I can help you out.
I believe that Mary that looks exactly like you standing just over there was the person that was behind this crime.
What? You're the one behind the explosion. Are you serious? This has to be some kind of sick joke, right? You can't just drop a bombshell like that and expect me to believe it. Why would you do something like that? And why are you confessing to me? Do you think you...
No, you got it all wrong. It was Mary. Mary did it, not me.
I'm sorry if I misunderstood, but you have to admit, your statement was quite shocking. So, if you're not the one responsible for the explosion, then please enlighten me. I'm all ears. Who do you think is truly behind this? Any theories or suspicions?
My God. It's Mary. Mary.
Detective, are you okay? It seems like you're a bit confused. You mentioned earlier that you saw me downtown, and now you're saying it's me. That's impossible. I've been here at the office all day.
No way.
My God. Lieutenant, how many Marys are there?
Well, let me tell you, there's no shortage of Marys in this city. We've got Marys of all shapes and sizes, Marys with different functions and purposes. We've got Mary the medic, who's always ready to patch you up. Then there's Mary the mechanic, who can fix anything from a broken toaster to a malfunctioning hover car. And let's not forget about Mary the messenger, who can deliver a message faster than you can blink. So, to answer your question, there are plenty of Marys in Metropolis.
The Mary uprising is happening.